In some people's eyes, Saudi Arabia can do no wrong. It is Islam. Let me be clear right now. Saudi Arabia is not Islam. Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know this guy's starting to rub off on me, right? Today's video is going to be about the controversial news about rapper artist Nicki Minaj performing in Saudi Arabia. Guy's intentions have changed. How is this dawah? For those of you who don't know, my name is SQ and I'm just a regular Muslim dude who loves Islam. I love talking about Islam and I love explaining Islam to help Muslims discover their Islamic identity. Yo, he's gonna teach me about Islam with all those tattoos. For all my OG subscribers out there, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. Thank you so much for taking your time, effort, and energy to watch these videos. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward each second, each minute that you spend with me. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. Before we get started with this video, I need you to smash this video with a huge thumbs up, and I need you to subscribe to this channel as well. So recently, Saudi Arabia has just announced that rapper artist Nicki Minaj is going to be performing at Jeddah's World Music Festival on July 18th. For those of you who don't know who Nicki Minaj is, I don't recommend you looking her up, but most of her music is based around sexuality, promiscuity, homosexuality, and pretty much every box is checked on the Haram Police's checklist. This artist is known for her sexualized, promiscuous type of music, and she is coming to the Holy Land. Yes, you've heard it right. Nicki Minaj, the one who is promoting homosexuality, whose music is vulgar, curse-filled, and just everything that you wouldn't want in music, is coming to the holiest place known to Muslims. Now, some of you might be like, Mecca and Medina are the holy lands of Saudi Arabia.
Jeddah is different.
I laugh at your justifications. Nicki Minaj is supposed to perform on July 18th at King Abdullah Sports Stadium. King Abdullah. Abdullah literally means the servant of Allah. The servant of Allah stadium will have Nicki Minaj. And who, of course, has signed this seven-figure, you heard me correct, seven-figure check for Nicki Minaj? None other than Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Now, in all fairness, Saudi citizens have critiqued this decision. They're saying, how is this okay for us having to be covered and making sure that we're dressed modestly, yet you're calling someone from the outside who actually promotes sexuality and promotes immodesty, and they're going to be performing in our city. This is not fair. Questioning the regime and questioning the decision of allowing Nicki Minaj to actually perform in Saudi Arabia. But before we proceed to talk about Nicki Minaj's controversial decision for her to perform in Saudi Arabia, let's talk about another controversial decision that just happened a few weeks ago. If you remember correctly, you would have heard of something called the Halal nightclub or the Halal disco. Sweeping social media, you heard of stories about how Jeddah, once again, was allowing a popular nightclub brand called White, which is known in the UAE, to open a branch in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And once again, this is the holiest place to Muslims. Now, reports have suggested that they have shut it down. It was shut down because of its controversy, but that's not the issue. The real issue is, who allowed it to even happen? Who gave the permit, the permission, the authorization for this club to even have an inception to take place in Jeddah? Wallahi, I used to support this brother, but since he's speaking about Saudi Arabia, I don't like him anymore. Now let's just be clear over here. When I'm critiquing Saudi Arabia, I'm not critiquing the Saudi Arabian people. I love the Saudi Arabian people. The people of that country are awesome. The people of that country are the most hospitable, sweetest, warm-hearted people you'll ever meet in the world. What I'm critiquing is the regime, the monarchy, the kingdom. That's what I'm critiquing, and I have every right to critique it just like you should. Look, he talks about Saudi Arabia, but what about his own tattoos? And look the way he's dressed. He's dressed like the kuffar. But the problem is that people are afraid to speak up about this because they might get lynched or hung, or maybe their head might get cut off. When a ruler is doing the wrong thing, we have the right to oppose it. It is the right of every Muslim to stand up against tyranny and to stand up for what is true. And hating something or loving something for the sake of Allah is what our deen teaches us. So you might have immense love for your country, but if your country is doing wrong by its people, if they're selling out their deen the same way you love that country for the sake of Allah, you need to hate what they're doing also for the sake of Allah. But the real question is, where's all the Haram police that has all of a sudden gone missing? Where's all the Haram police, right? The ones who are giving fatwas against the West, the one who are saying, oh, that scholar is a kuffar, or scholar is a hypocrite, or that scholar is a liberal. Where are they right now? Why aren't you critiquing your own country? Why aren't you critiquing your own monarchy, huh? Because you can't bite the hand that feeds you. It is official. You have announced to the fact that you are silent because you don't want to upset the big boss. You guys are dishing out fatwas left, right, and center, calling this person kuffar and them doing the wrong thing, but your own country is doing something wrong. Aren't you standing up? And forget the big scholars. Where are all those dawah people, huh? Where are all those dawah people that are the first to say that that scholar is this or this scholar is that, and that person, stay away from him, he's doing the wrong thing? Why aren't you speaking up against this, huh? Why aren't you Medina University students speaking up against this, huh? Oh, because you want to get let back into the country. Oh, because you want to be able to go perform Umrah and Hajj when you want to do so. Oh, because they are sometimes funding the networks that you work for and work on. See, that's the thing. A lot of you guys out there, yes, you have sold out. You only critique that which is appealing to you and that fits your agenda. But when your own home country, when the people who you have such high reverence for say something, you are not going to speak against them. Why aren't you ever speaking out about the fact that the Crown Prince's face is in every single hotel as he's some sort of god and he should be worshipped as some sort of idol? Why aren't you speaking up about these things? Whenever it seems fit for you all, you stay silent. That's the point of this video. It could be Nicki Minaj, it could be Justin Bieber coming to Saudi Arabia. It doesn't matter, because when the checks are being written by the actual people in charge of that country, giving Nicki Minaj over $1 million to perform over there, why would she say no? Human rights organizations have criticized Nicki Minaj for going to Saudi Arabia. They violate human rights issues. They're not treating women correctly. They go against LGBTQ issues that human rights are trying to preserve. Yet Nicki Minaj is still flying over there. They want her to not go. And their reason is for things that are human rights related. But what about the people who are inviting her into the country? What about the people who are issuing her a visa to come into that country? What about the Islamic rights that are being violated? Tune's quite good. Ghana is tune. It's a song. It supports music. Whenever it comes to speaking up against their country, they are silent. And I know you have some people in your mind already as to who you think I'm talking about, but this is not directed at anyone. This is for all those people who are quick to make those videos of fatwas and calling people kuffar and all those sort of things. But when it comes time for you to speak against Saudi Arabia, you're silent. When it comes time to you to speak about what they're doing in Yemen, and when it comes time for you to speak up against the fact that they're striking deals with Israel, you're quiet then, huh? But the problem is that you guys are being fed by their hands, so you can't speak up against them. That's the honest truth. In some people's eyes, Saudi Arabia can do no wrong. It is Islam. Let me be clear right now. Saudi Arabia is not Islam. Saudi Arabia does not represent Islam. Saudi Arabia is a country that has the same fitnas that anyone else and every other country is struggling with. There is drugs available in Saudi Arabia. There is alcohol available in Saudi Arabia. There is prostitution available in Saudi Arabia. You cannot hide from these fitnas. But don't go on something like we are establishing Sharia law all the time, but then you're breaking some of the biggest of the laws of the Sharia. Cut this hypocrisy out. If you're honestly going to represent Islam in such a massive scale, do right by the people. And for those of you who might take offense to this, please forgive me. My beef is not with you. You are an awesome human being. But if you're supporting a country, make sure you speak up against the atrocities that they perform. Say what you want about America, but I'm not going to go to prison for speaking up against what America does. At least in this country, you can speak against what the country is doing wrong. You can speak against what the president is doing wrong. But in your country, you can't even say that. So my biggest advice to you out there, forget Nicki Minaj, forget Justin Bieber, forget the halal disco nightclub. When something is wrong, it's wrong. Use your voice, use your social media platform, use something, but don't remain silent. What's happening in your country is wrong, and I recommend and encourage all Muslims to expose the joke and hypocrisy that is taking place in Saudi Arabia right now. And my message to the Crown Prince Mohammed ibn Salman, wake up. Stop being fed by this Dajjal movement, bro. Cut it out. It is being clear with what you guys are doing right now. Chill out. Go back to Islam. If you're truly upon the deen, the real sunnah of the Messenger ﷺ, then turn back to Allah. Start improving your life and the right and the life of the civilians of your beautiful country. country. To be clear, I have no problems with Saudi Arabia. I have love for Saudi Arabia. I have love for its people. But when it comes to the regime, government, the ruling, that's where I draw the line. Well, jazakallah khair, guys, for watching this video. It truly means a lot to me for you sticking through to the end to find out what I had to say. It means the world to me. Tell me in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about Saudi Arabia allowing and letting and inviting Nicki Minaj to perform for their music concert? Oh my God, everyone's talking about music's haram, but yet she's performing in the music. Oh my God, this is awful. No, this is such a joke. Tell me in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about this? How was your reaction? I want to hear your voice. Drop it in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys watching. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. Please make sure if you benefited from this video to hit this video with a huge thumbs up, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel as well. I love you all for the sake of Allah, and until next time, I'm out.